Yo, this is Ars Poetic and this is my preview of The Last Exterminator, developed by Ironworks Games. Though at this time it does not have an official release date, it does have a demo out on Steam, which was initially released back on September 28th of 2023 and has had a few updates since. The development team is focusing on PC first, with consoles potentially getting ports, depending on how well it sells on PC. This video is a brief overview of the demo and why I think this game is worth checking out. The Last Exterminator is a self-proclaimed love letter to FPS games of the 90s, evoking similar gameplay and vibes of retro titles like Duke Nukem 3D and Quake. The game is built with Ironworks' own Mars engine, which is going to include a full in-engine level editor and modding tools for player-created content down the line. I had a blast with the demo when it originally released, and it still holds up a year later. Since release, there have been a number of bug fixes and small features added, like the ability to kick and drink soda cans.
That hit the spot.
If you're interested at all in this game after watching this video, go download the demo and give it a try. There are a couple of difficulty levels that switch up the experience a bit, as well as a decent amount of input options for controller and mouse play. While exterminating alien roaches is the main focus here, there is a good variety of platforming and linear exploration in the game, which gives you a nice sense of progression as you work your way through obstacles and find secret areas.
I knew there was something around here.
There are also a bunch of Easter eggs to be found, which got me laughing out loud more than once.
Is this the Payne residence? Oh, no? Terribly sorry, I must have the wrong number.
I might have laughed if I remembered how.
There is a level of replayability here, as your stats at the end of each mission may get you to go back and find all the secrets you may have missed. While I grew up in the 90s, most of my early video game days were filled with action-adventure titles and platformers on Nintendo and PlayStation. Third and first person shooters definitely became a favorite during the PS2 generation and onwards, but I hadn't really played them much back in my day, outside of some rare circumstances. Even so, I have since become more familiar with the old school shooters among the likes of the original Doom, Wolfenstein, Quake, Unreal, and so on. Whether you love rocking your nostalgia shades or you just like consuming 80s and 90s retro media, The Last Exterminator is definitely a title that plays into some of that great fun that came about during those previous eras.
I ain't afraid of no roach.
Before we dive into the gameplay, let's check out the brief synopsis from the Steam page. You play as Kira Parker, a down-on-her-luck exterminator barely making ends meet. When working a job one night, an alien invasion starts tearing apart the city, and in the crossfire they manage to destroy the only thing that Parker had left, her van. With nothing left to lose, she fights her way through the streets to tackle the invasion head-on, and figure out just what the hell is happening in this city. That's pretty much it. Simple and straight to the point. You're an exterminator who now has bigger bugs to kill.
Well, this job just got a hell of a lot more interesting.
I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it.
The core gameplay consists of roaming around levels and killing all of the enemies you see. While the full release is stated to have 12 weapons, the demo includes 4 weapons that you can try out. Outside of your punch and kick, you get access to a pistol, double-barrel sawn-off shotgun, the Twin Viper, which is basically a double-barreled micro Uzi, and demo discs. Demolition discs rather.
Here, catch!
Each weapon so far has a sense of style, with the sawn-off shotgun offering an alternate fire for the option to fire 1 or 2 shells. There is a separation of ammo pickup types found in the game, which may incentivize you to balance and manage your weapon choices accordingly. The full release is set on offering 16 different enemy types, with the demo just including 3 so far. The grunt roaches are your standard enemies that pack pistols, the lieutenant roaches wield shotguns, and the war beetles are aggressive melee brutes. The enemy AI seems fairly basic, but that's all it really needs to be for the type of retro combat this game is going for. I'm looking forward to what the other enemy types will be present in game, and how can they add further variety to the combat.
I buried those cockroaches!
Before I wrap up here, I just wanted to note that the Ironworks Games team did a great job with offering plenty of options for visual and input customizations, including custom sliders for view bob, weapon sway, kickback, and aim assist strength, which is something you don't see too often. There's even an option to disable the protagonist voice, which is awesome, even though I personally enjoy her quips.
Came, I saw, I kicked its ass.
All in all, The Last Exterminator has a lot of classic fun to offer modern audiences, and especially those that have some nostalgia towards early FPS games, otherwise known as boomer shooters by many. If you haven't already, go try that demo if you can, and if you have a good time, be sure to keep your eye out for the full release. That wraps up my preview for The Last Exterminator. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you checking out my video. Please let me know what you liked about this video, and if you'd be interested in a full review for this game or any particular aspects of it later down the line. If there's another game or device you'd like me to check out and cover, be sure to let me know in the comments as well. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button and sharing it with anyone you think would also enjoy it. Check out the channel for other reviews, previews, gameplay clips, and some original music. If you think you'd enjoy staying up to date with any of the content I'm putting out, be sure to subscribe, and if you want to go that extra mile, consider checking out my website and joining my Patreon. This is Ars Poetic, dropping the mic. Peace.